That's rosemary. I am ranking the MLS logos because that is old hat. That is now decidedly retro. I didn't follow MLS much last year. I caught some of the early games and there was a few crackers, and then we had the pause because of the pandemic and the MLS is back. I caught some of Montreal's games on the box in the MLS is back tournament, I think it was called. But I wasn't really keeping up with MLS. I was just kind of in a haze because of COVID. But last month, I found out we've changed. It's no longer Impact Montreal. The logo's changed, the team name's changed, even the motto's changed. I can't remember the new one. And I hated it. I hated the new badge, and I still don't really like it. But my dislike for it has softened when I found out why they've made it like there is. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. What's that? That was conk. But yeah, I'm going to rank the 27 logos. There's 29 teams on this site, but I'm only ranking 27, which I'll get to. And yeah, Montreal's changed, but I've softened my hatred for it. I'll get to why when I get to them. So I'm going to turn the camera, there's no pause button, and we're off. There we go, it's quite far away, but I'm not changing it. I need a pen. Here it is. Here, take it. Okay, coming in at 27th, we have, can find the thing, the New York Red Bulls. I understand sports need sponsorship, it's money for them, I understand it. Don't like it to the extent that sports take sponsorships. But having a logo as the actual drinks logo is too far. So you are automatically bottom. It's not a bad logo if it wasn't a drinks logo, but they are bottom because of that. 26, we have the Chicago Fire. Rebranded a year or two ago, maybe 3. Didn't mind the old badge, it was like a fire department badge. I hate this one. It's awful, but at least it looks like a fire, I guess. I've made notes for each one. It's like flames at top and bottom. It's just bad. Next we have a team I hate. Ignore the bad writing, that's why I don't like to lean. It's Columbus. I hate them, but that's not why they're here. Their old badge was hilarious. When I knew MLS from like FIFA 04 maybe, the Columbus Crew was 3 dudes on their badge and it was great. It was bad, but it was great. This one is half checkered and half striped. I think it's got 96 written in it for the year they were formed. Also the year the MLS was... What, Rosemary? Yeah, I just don't like it. Up next. We have... I haven't put the team in on. Columbus Crew. Houston Dynamo. Oh, I'm going to have to move the board to keep writing. It's just a H in a D. I don't remember being in that. They must change it, but it's not very good. Up next we have last year's expansion team. I think it's called Nashville FC. Could be FC Nashville. Can't remember the actual name. It's just basically an N, but with multiple lines. It's just an N. Up next is this year's new team, assuming the season goes ahead. Austin FC. It's just a tree, basically. It's not very good, but there is reasoning behind it. Hang on, run down. Wait. There is reasoning behind it, which I've noted here. It's intertwined oaks for the bond between the club and the city. The 4 roots unifying something. What? Oh, I don't know. It's got 4 roots for the directions of Austin, north, east, south, and west. So there is a reason behind it. It's just not very good. After Austin, we have another team I hate. Another expansion team from last year into Miami. It's just 2 flamingos. I don't like Inter Miami. Number 1, it's Miami. Number 2, Beckham. And I've got Phil Neville involved. It's just like a setup for me to hate him. Yeah, that's it. I only wear pink. I don't like pink in football. Nothing against pink in football, but it's not a photo. Just don't really like it. Next is Portland. Portland Timbers. It's just an axe. There's a bit of like a background circle, but it's just an axe really. Right, here's my team. It's going to take a while for me to get used to saying. Club de Foot Montréal, or Montreal. They've gone with foot apparently because football in North America has football terms, you know, American football, so they've gone for foot, like footy. Club of Football Montreal, or Montreal. Now, I hated it. It's a snowflake, and in 2020 that doesn't have good connotations. In fact, you could say it was being a snowflake by hating the snowflake. But I looked into it. It's a badge with arrows and M's. I somehow missed the M's. Bear in mind, I didn't know FedEx had an arrow for about 20 years. The arrows are reflective of the city's metro signs. Okay. The overall badge forms a snowflake representing the climate of Quebec. And the snowflake is also a symbol of the diversity of the city coming together to form something much stronger. So I softened on it after I found the reason for it. I still don't particularly like it. I prefer Impact. It's not a great name, but I prefer the badge anyway with the fleur-de-lis. How can I'm not sure about the fleur-de-lis. So yeah, so it would have been about 26 if you asked me 2 days ago. It freezes, bro. Next we have Philadelphia. Philly Union. It's like a snake in something, in a circle, something like that. It's kind of dull, the colours are dull. It's a blue but I don't like, I like a bronzy, goldy colour. It's not very good. Real Salt Lake, 17th. It looks like a beer logo. I think it's an RSL all like linked. Okay, this one, these two are kind of similar. Sporting Kansas City and San Jose. Earthquakes. The Earthquakes are a team I remember because I remember Darren Huckabee signing for them from Norwich. I guess he went from Norwich, but he played from Norwich. Two badges are kind of similar and they're just bland. Just bland. Vancouver is the last one on this board. Vancouver Whitecaps. Vancouver Whitecaps. It's just like a little mountain range thing. Just like a little mountain range. Go on to the next. Yes, I said at the start there's 29 teams. The website I used to get all the logos together has Charlotte and St. Louis, but they're not official teams yet. Well, they might be, but they haven't started play. And Austin are meant to start this year, so I thought I'd put them on. Charlotte's is just a crown, and the St. Louis one incorporates the archway thing. I can't remember the last one now. Oh, now it's New York City FC. It's just like the Inter Milan badge, NYCFC on top of each other. Atlanta. United, it's an A, with a red and black background. If I remember rightly, these are the current champions. It's the Seattle Sounders. I like how it's got the Space Needle in it, because then it's like distinctively Seattle. Like how I like the arch in the St. Louis one. You know, it's like that is Seattle. Like Atlanta's got an A. That could be Austin, Albuquerque, Arkansas, Albany. But you see the logo Seattle, you know that's Seattle. 10th place we have Toronto. FC. It's just a good logo. It's just a nice logo. I can't remember what it is really. But, LA Galaxy next. This is kind of bland, but good bland, if that makes sense. It's got a nice little star. I'm assuming designating star in the galaxy. Could be wrong. This is one. I don't know what this has to do with it. I'll have to look into it. I know Orlando has Panthers. I think it's called Orlando City. There's a lion. It's just a lion's head on a purple background. If you had anything else, because it's just, I think it says Orlando City in boring font. Anything else, you'd be higher. Because if it's a lion's head, it should be number 1. Because I love animals. But it's a lion's face, not a lion's head. Yeah, but the blandness keeps it down. Colorado Rapids. Right, lucky number 7 spots. It's a ball in a mountain, Colorado. Another team I dislike here, but leave your bias at the door, as somebody says. Benjamin Bloom, if you started watching his videos. FC Cincinnati. Nice colours, blue and orange. I like the griffin in it. I think it's a griffin. Something in it. I think it's a griffin. The New England Revolution, 5th. It's an American flag waving, but the blue stars are a ball. A lot like the Champions League logo with the ball with the star. LAFC, Los Angeles Football Club, winning the LA Derby. Again, it's like the Seattle one. They've put a wings in the A, or a wing in the A, and it just like, you know, you'd say, yeah, that's Angels, City of Angels. So I like that one. It makes you think of DC United. They have an eagle, a lot like the Capitals, secondary logo. I suppose that's because it's DC, Eagle, America, something like that. I just like the badge, it's a good one. Okay, top 2. North versus South, we have Minnesota United coming up next. I'm assuming Target is set in in Minnesota, because I think Target Centre was the old Timberwolves arena, and they're sponsored by Target, the shop or supermarket or whatever it is. It's like a bird side on with its wings. It's just a nice, classy badge. Can't really describe it. And up next, number 1, FC Dallas. It's a bull with the star on it, so you know, the Lone Star State. So again, it incorporates Texas into the badge. It's a good badge anyway, even if it's just a bull. But with the star, I just really like it. I think Tiggeroonie's here in the window. Yeah, so Dallas win that one. And New York Red Bulls finished dead last. I know soccer probably won't take relegation, but if you did, New York Red Bulls would be gone. If we do it like the Premier League, Columbus would be gone in Chicago. So that's me MLS rankings. And to say goodbye, it's Rosemary Fisher. Can you say bye, Rosemary? Bye. Oh. New Apex season tonight. That should be fun. Get to see Fuse in action. Stay safe. Au revoir. Bonsoir.